I thought the problem was that my child's money wasn't organized, but the real problem started when I organized it, because now I couldn't ignore it anymore. I put everything together and finally saw the full picture. And honestly, I felt relieved. The money was counted, recorded, and the total finally made sense. It felt like a really good cleanup. But as it turns out, cleaning things up doesn't mean solving the problem, because almost immediately a new question appeared. What am I supposed to do with this money now? Leaving everything as cash no longer felt like the right decision. I wanted to give this money some direction. I wanted to create a system, something more organized, the way people who feel confident about money seem to do it. It reminded me of a dresser drawer. Some people throw their socks in a pile and every morning is chaos. Others keep everything neatly folded and even a small number of things looks organized. For a long time our money was more like the first version. But investing of all of it didn't feel right either. This isn't my money. It's my child's money. And suddenly every option felt risky. If I do nothing, the money slowly loses value. If I invest it, I could make mistakes. And for the first time, I felt the weight of making a real financial decision. As long as the money was just sitting there, I didn't have to decide anything. But once I started organizing it, avoiding the decision was no longer possible. Now the responsibility was on me. So I started looking for a balance that felt right to me. I wanted part of the money to stay accessible. I wanted part of it to be protected. And I wanted part of it to have a chance to grow over time. Not because I'm trying to maximize returns, but because I want to build a system that makes sense to me. I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not giving financial advice. This is simply my personal experience and a decision I made for my own situation. I'm sharing it not as the right way to do things, but as a process I'm going through myself. And one more thing. I understand that for some people this isn't a lot of money. Some might even think it isn't worth spending this much time thinking about. But for me it's not really about the amount. I want to build a foundation, a system that can grow along with this money over time. Today the amount is one thing, tomorrow it may be something else, but the system remains. Then I came across an approach that both excited me and scared me. I decided not to simply hide my son's money in a bank account, but to start thinking more like an investor. Cash, savings, bonds, and stocks. I spent time reading, exploring different ideas, and eventually found an approach that felt right to me. This is how I decided to divide his savings. 5% cash, 25% a secure savings account, 15% bonds, 55% excess such as stocks or index funds that may grow over time. And honestly, putting 55% into stocks feels a bit like stepping into outer space. I've never done anything like this before. And the investing part of it, this isn't really about percentages. It's about making a decision. For years, this money simply existed. No plan, no system, no direction. And now, for the first time, there is one. Maybe I'll change this plan in the future. Maybe I'll realize that some parts of it were wrong. But that's not the point. The point is that I stopped postponing the decision. And honestly, that already feels like progress. Now I need to figure out how to actually put this plan into action.